this here. There we go. And there's that. Okay, I think we're set. We are live now. Welcome in, you guys. We do all things Vegas here on the VegasDon channel, so please like and subscribe. Gonna wait for some folks to come in before we get the party started here on this Saturday night in Las Vegas. We have, we're actually sitting in front of Bootlegger right now here on Las Vegas Boulevard South. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Milo. Hi, Key Milo. Thank you so much. Appreciate you hanging out with me. Over on Twitch. Right on. Yeah, this is down here in between Warm Springs and Windmill. Tobin, welcome in, brother. Good to see you. Hope you had a good week, buddy. I know you had a good night last night. I saw you had your gift delivered. That was awesome. Mike, welcome in, brother. Hope you had a good week too, buddy. Not much in the way of football on, other than the, Boise State and Washington right now. And then earlier, part of the FCS quarterfinal in college football. And let me see. Oh, Yin was on. Oh, wow. Thank you, Paula. Yeah, he sent me the link like 45 minutes ago. Right, Joseph? Yes. Yes, let me see if I can move you guys around here. Oh, hold on. Let me do this. Move you. No, not like that. How do I move you guys? Edit. Okay. So I'm actually seeing two. Oof. I'm seeing two sets of chat here. And let me see if I can, because what happens there? Yeah, see, and then I can't see that. Okay. So can I move? Will it let me move it? No, it won't. Shoot. So I'm going to do my best to read the chat. It appears I messed myself up here. Okay. Maya knew before. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, I don't know why it... Oh, this thing. Vegas... Yes! Welcome in, Ted. Welcome, brother. I just saw you over on YouTube right before I went live. I'm like, oh, man, I can't... I gotta go live. I saw you were driving up there in the Bay Area, it looked like. We're gonna go ahead and get started here. Please like and subscribe to Yin's channel here on YouTube. Does some terrific content up there in the Bay Area, and then of course Tobin up there in the Pacific Northwest. So we get the West Coast covered, as well as my brother Mike, VidsFromMike, right here on YouTube. Sensational sunrise and sunset drone videos right here in Las Vegas on YouTube. You don't want to miss those. So here we go. Northbound Las Vegas Boulevard, heading towards the Las Vegas Strip. 29 of you here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Very grateful for all of you on this Saturday night coming cruising with me. Raising Cane's over there on the right. That's like a chicken finger place with like a Cajun flair type of thing. And I know you've got a lot of doom and gloomers out there that, you know, telling you that Vegas is completely over and all of that. We'll see if that is indeed true on this Saturday night. Oh, don't do it. Okay. Busy intersection here. This is the South Premium outlets here. So you have a lot of bargain-minded shoppers over here. And then this is Warm Springs West. I'm not sure why so many people are trying to go west on Warm Springs right now. Poe, welcome in. Venom, welcome in on Twitch. Thank you so much. We are live streaming on YouTube as well as Twitch, Kick, Facebook, and Rumble. So thank you to all of you for being here. Unfortunately, I can't see the chat on Kick or Rumble, but please know that I'm very grateful that you're here. In his wife's car. Yeah, this is Warm Springs right here, a major east-west artery throughout the Las Vegas Valley. Although it only has one interchange with the interstate, and that is Interstate 215, over off to our right, east of us. We have Alter Ego performing tonight, starting at 8 p.m. No sugar tonight, at least not on the schedule. And this is the final weekend for the NFR, the rodeo finals in town. Ooh. I love how they change their minds at the last second. That's always the fun part. One of my neighbors bought a Lucid electric car. It was, I got a good look at it the other day. I'm like, wow. And I thought I read that they went out of business, right? Lucid. So I don't know how they're going to get it worked on. They must have been giving them away or something. Cheaply. And these guys on these e-bikes, e-scooters scare me. Because they don't adhere to the same traffic laws that the rest of us have to, of course. So that was the 215 Beltway right there that we just went over. That overpass you see there, it takes you into Town Square, a dining and entertainment as well as shopping destination over here on our left. Town Square at Las Vegas, here at Sunset Road and Las Vegas Boulevard. You can also access it, of course, there off of the 215 Beltway. But if you're local, probably want to avoid that mess. Christopher Brooks, welcome in. It's your birthday. Oh, very cool. Happy birthday. Over on Twitch. Thank you for hanging out with us on your birthday. 49 of you guys, thank you so much. Please like and subscribe. It really means a lot to us. And it also helps out the algorithm. My big pal Al, the Sphere over there advertising the Wizard of Oz. So the strip curves to the right. So that's why you see the strip kind of, it looks like it's kind of wide from this angle, but it's because the road curves to the right, so everything follows along the strip up there. Mandalay Bay up there on the left. And of course, Las Vegas International Airport over here on our right. Completely dark here in Las Vegas. It has been since about 4:30. Well, maybe 4:45. And we're coming up to the world famous Welcome to Las Vegas, fabulous Las Vegas sign right here in the median. Harley Davidson motorcycles on the left, or on the right there rather. And there is the sign. Not a whole lot of people out there tonight. Temperature 64, the car says, but it feels colder than that. It always feels colder than that. I don't know why. The humidity is not terribly high. Usually never is. Pinball Hall of Fame over here. On the right, the Raiders are not in town this weekend. They're in Philly to lose tomorrow. I mean, to play a game tomorrow. Little Church of the West wedding chapel over there. And if you guys, I mean, again, with last week's, the last week's Raiders game. Amanda, welcome in. Thank you for being here. All right, I love seeing the same familiar names. Awesome. Thank you guys for being here. There's one of those billboard trucks up here in front of us in this lane. We'll get around him. Because he's going to drive nice and slow. Just like Usher. $3.59 a gallon there on the right at the Shell gas station. Mandalay Bay. Again on our left. Yeah, definitely check out my beautiful wife's channel as well. That's well said, Steve. Yep. Just like Keith Richards, absolutely. Check out Cinnamon and Jupiter right here on YouTube. She does incredible astrology and spirituality videos. Very cool stuff. Bruno Mars being advertised at Mandalay Bay for New Year's Eve. That's what, less than 3 weeks away now. Of course, Christmas now less than 2 weeks away here in the U.S. And does this mean we hit the 12 days of Christmas now? Today's the 13th, 12 days before Christmas? Is that how that works, or is it 12 days after Christmas? I don't know. I never did figure that out. Four Seasons Drive here, the very south end of the Las Vegas Strip. And MGM Grand right there. So I posted a photo over on Instagram yesterday, New Year's Eve, on at MGM Grand there on the Las Vegas Strip. $1,400 plus. That's $1,400 plus. I think it was $1,457, but don't quote me on that. $1,457 US. Absolutely incredible. Incredible amount of money. There's the Luxor right there. Behind the trees, of course. Yeah, so if you got $1,400 to spend, you want to come to Las Vegas for New Year's. Oh, you got a pair of them. You got 3 of them. Is that a billboard truck too? I can't tell. Yep, it is, just not lit. And Amanda, I wanted to tell you, thank you so much for reaching out to Sugar on Instagram. That was really, really cool of you, and that was awesome to see. I know they love hearing your guys' thoughts and all that. So that was really, really cool. Thank you, Amanda. Please follow me on Instagram, VegasDon4747. I'm new to the whole Instagram thing, so I don't have a huge following on there. But I do a lot of Vegas-related content that is not on YouTube, over on Instagram. So please check that out. You're better at Top Golf, it says there. Now, is that like a double entendre? Like, you're better off at that location, or you're better off, like, playing golf? You're better off playing golf at Top Golf instead of a golf course or something, right? I don't know. Play on words there. Or maybe I'm just overthinking it. Statue of Liberty, of course, right there. 2/5 scale of the one that's in New York Harbor. Tony Breslin, welcome in. So glad you're here. I just saw your comment. Thank you so much, Tony. I appreciate you so much. Our brother from Ireland. Tony over there. It's almost, 2 a.m. over there now, right? Love having you guys here. Yes, Steve, it does. It injects a lot of money into the economy here, for sure. Oh, and I saw something else, too. Allegiant Stadium, the home of the Raiders. So this year, I think it was this year, they said that Allegiant Stadium has made more money than any other stadium venue in the world. And that's concerts, events, everything else. Number 2 on that list is Wembley Stadium in London. So, you know, when you're on top of Wembley Stadium, which I believe everyone's heard of as a concert venue and everything else, things are going well. Banta, welcome in. And I don't know why we're stopped, but that's okay. There's New York, New York there on the left. MGM Grand with its huge lion, bronze lion, the largest bronze statue in the Western Hemisphere, right there in front of us on the right. And 82 of you, thank you guys so very, very much. This is the Las Vegas Strip, and this is the VegasDon channel here on YouTube. We do all things Vegas here. Please like and subscribe, you guys, and we love having you. Thank you so much for being here. There's the Mick Ultra ad rolling down the street. And then the big line there back behind the power pole. traffic light mast right there. It is looking lively, yeah, and the foot traffic on the pedestrian bridge overhead doesn't look, I mean, it's not heavy. It's not that heavy. And then the pedestrian bridge over here over to Excalibur from New York, not looking that heavy either. Again, 64 degrees out there, but everyone's bundled up. I mean, I say that it feels chillier than that, but you know, I was just wearing short sleeves, so I'll have to don my jacket here when I get out of the car. That's a good point too, Steve. Yeah, once the A's come in, yeah. Lots of losing ahead of us. Lots of losing seasons. We'll see if they can, if they'll put together a competitive team for the year in 2028 that'll get fans excited and into it. The Raiders did that. What was it Mike? Was that 21? I think when they went to the playoffs. The only year since they've been in Vegas that they went to the playoffs in 21, and they lost at Cincy. Otherwise, they haven't even been to the playoffs since they've been in Vegas. And now there are calls for Pete Carroll, the head coach of the Raiders, calls for him to be fired and all that. And we got a green. All right. Obi-Wan, welcome in, brother. Hey, so I see someone is spamming over on Twitch, Obi-Wan. If you have a chance, could you go over there for me, please? They're putting in a whole bunch of... And by the way, Obi-Wan, you are a mod. I checked this week. So you have the green sword. That's the symbol for mods on there. Or a green sword or white sword. It's a white sword that's on a green background on Twitch. And so it looks like you're all set up and good to go. Overplayed, welcome in. Yeah, it's interesting. This, I want to get up here to the stores over here on the right and see what the foot traffic is out front. But again, we do all things Vegas here on the VegasDon channel right now on the Las Vegas Strip if you're just joining us. And amazing people in our community, beautiful people, amazing channels, as well as Tobin Explorers, and Brother Mike, Vids from Mike, VIDSFROMMIKE. He's just 3 away from 100, 3 away from triple digits on the subscriber count. So if you could throw Brother Mike a subscribe, that would be awesome, you guys. I just checked, he's at 97, and he does sensational sunrise and sunset drone videos right here in Vegas on YouTube. Definitely don't want to miss that. And so I hear a lot of, okay, yep, so there's a band playing over there. I want to get over though, and this Bronco just stole my spot. That's all right. Okay, and you're just gonna take that, and I'll take that. There we go. And we're all good like that. There's a band playing over there in front of MGM, oh, I'm sorry, in front of New York, but I can't tell which one it is. But they have someone playing over there. So the foot traffic over here on the right, that's what I was curious about. Okay, I mean, it's not, you know, and the other thing too is when you see these live streamers that have been talking about, you know, Vegas being completely empty and it's all over Vegas and all that, I don't know the schedule for the rodeo. I don't know any of the events. You know, I know that this is the final weekend, so my guess is a lot of those people, they're at the Thomas and Mack Center, which is east of the Las Vegas Strip. That's where the NFR events are being held, from what I'm told. There's also some events down at South Point Casino, which is way down south, as the locals know for sure. Way down south on the south end of Las Vegas Boulevard. But there could be, you know, a big event going on, and that's why there may not be as many people here at a particular moment in time. But you got to come down here at night and see the crowds. Again, if you're down here at 10 a.m. and it looks empty to you, or if you're watching someone stream and it looks empty to you, that's probably because people are sleeping it off. This is Vegas, and there's a lot of people that, you know, that are up until 3, 4, 5 in the morning. Remember, there are no windows in those casinos here on the Las Vegas Strip, and if there are, they're not outside a casino. So we've got a taxi, it looks like, that wants to make an illegal left turn up here, and some traffic that wants to go around it. Oh, the beauty of Vegas. Yeah, driving in Vegas is always fun. Yep, he wanted to try and cut some people off. Go ahead. Zipper. Do the zipper formation, right? That's how you merge. One and then one. Italy over there. Italy, I went to Italy when Italy first opened. It's supposed to be a collection of Italian type of restaurants, but it's kind of like a food court type of thing too. I was not impressed with it, to be honest with you. I haven't been there since, and that was back, I think, in 2018 or 19, something like that. Not impressed, and is very expensive. And I'm sure COVID hasn't made that any better. See these cabbies, my goodness. It's a good thing the cabs don't have to worry about getting 5-star ratings like they do on Uber, huh? These guys, they're maniacs, huh? And there is the crystal shops, or there are the crystal shops right there. Veer Towers, veering into the night sky overhead. Above the Las Vegas Strip. Louis V, Tom Ford, Fendi, etc. And then an ad over there for Jewel nightclub. And it looks like for some reason these videos on these screens are coming in pretty clearly right now. Clearer than normal. So that's good. At least you guys get to see them. I mean, not that you want to see a bunch of ads, but you can at least see what the haps is here in Vegas, right? The happenings. Planet Hollywood over here on the right. And this is Harmon right here. So yeah, they've got, what's it been, 3 weeks now since the Formula One? I think it's been 3? Or is it 2? No, it's 3. And they've got most of the remnants of the track, at least, removed. And they did promise to have everything completely out of the way by Christmas Day, so. Take a look at the grandstands that are over here in front of the Bellagio and see if that is still the case. Southbound lanes over there look completely gummed up on the south side of the Strip. But yes, you guys, I encourage you, please interact with Sugar. I mean, that's one of the reasons that I try to promote them during the because I want you to be able to reach out to them and interact with them. And Tobin, I know Maya was really excited. Huge thing. And very, very nice of you, buddy. Very nice of you to reach out to her. Paris right there, and the Eiffel Tower. And Caesar Palace on the left. This is the world famous Las Vegas Strip. Spice, welcome in. I didn't see you come in. Thank you so much. I agree, Steve. Yes, not for Vegas. Especially right on the Strip. I mean, put it, if you really want to have it, put it out at the Motor Speedway. That's what, a 2.5 mile track? Put it out there. And, you know, have at it all day. But here on the Strip, I know what they're looking for, and it's the optics. They want the optics, they want to promote and all that, and say, you know, oh, there's Bellagio. Maybe I should go to Bellagio as the cars race by. Poe, thank you so much, buddy. Mandita, welcome in. Thank you for being here. So here are, let me see if I can make sure that, okay, there we go. Not just yet. The Bellagio fountains over here on the left. And there they are. Yep, the grandstand looks like it's completely gone. They've done fast work. And the fountains are dancing on this Saturday night out in front of Bellagio. Yeah, the northbound lanes are not nearly in as good a shape as the southbound lanes of the Strip here, and that's because the southbound lanes are, of course, used for Formula One. Cinnamon, welcome in, Cinnamon. Yeah, Obi-Wan, there he goes again. Oh, that's you. Okay. I was just seeing something else in there. So I've got the overlay chat on top of the regular chat because I didn't get it positioned correctly there. There we go. That's on. That's good. And that's good. Okay. Yes, Cinnamon, she is. She has a really loyal fan base. They all do. I mean, that whole group. Roll Red right there on the right. Bottled Blonde. It'd be really cool if they were to come into one of these live streams, right? One of these drives. And be able to chat with you guys. I had to apologize to her for the last concert that I streamed because it did not, the chat, I forgot to press the setting in advance, and I did not get the chat burned into the final video. So I'm like, I'm so sorry, because I want you guys to be able to see, you know, what your fans are saying. And they have to be your fans because I'm not really showing anything else, right? Caesars, look at this. This is the line to get into Caesars. Wow. On this Saturday night, it's 2 lanes there. 2 left turn lanes to get in there. And it's backed up, and there's traffic coming in on the other side too. Wow. And there's the guitar-shaped hotel taking form directly in front of us. Yeah, Obi-Wan, do you see your sword? We're on Las Vegas Strip, Christopher. This is it. This is the big show. Christopher, are you thirsty there, buddy? You might need to hydrate. This place, world famous. Las Vegas Strip. Casino Royale there on the right. And its lodging is the Best Western. So we come up here to the north end of the Las Vegas Strip. There it is. The guitar-shaped hotel. But yeah, when you see these guys out here at 10 a.m. filming, you know, empty streets, especially at the north end of the Las Vegas Strip, or the south end of the Las Vegas Strip, which was also another video I saw this week. Someone was down there early on like Tuesday or something, and I'm like, you're not going to have anyone out there because it's you know, people are sleeping it off. So you're not going to have the foot traffic, certainly, that you would on the weekends, because people here on the weekends typically want to go to the day clubs too, especially the younger crowd. They want to go to the day clubs and, you know, pay $17 for a bottle of water and $50 for a beer. It is going to be massive. Yeah, Brian, absolutely. And my apologies to those of you who've come in and I've missed you. I always try to catch all of you. Thank you so much for your support and for hanging out with us. I appreciate you very, very much. The Mirage sign up there on the left, they've removed every shred of the former sign, but they still have the structure in place, so they will no doubt be retrofitting and refitting that with the Hard Rock signage. Yeah, my beautiful wife's channel, please check out Cinnamon and Jupiter right here on YouTube. She does awesome astrology and spirituality videos. Very cool stuff. Cinnamon and Jupiter. Again, the sheriff is touting a 15% drop in crimes against people and another 15% drop in crimes against property. But when you don't send cops out to take reports, that's going to happen. Because if the crimes go unreported, I mean, you know, those calls for service, if they go unreported, who's going to know about them? Venetian and Palazzo over here on the right, and they don't get counted, and then you can drop your stats that way. That's what happened in D.C., Washington, D.C. police precincts were competing to see who had the who could achieve the lowest crime rate in their precinct. So we got some foot traffic up here at the north end right now. Out here in front of Venetian, Wynn, Palazzo, Encore, up ahead. And please, again, follow me on Instagram, VegasDon4747. A lot of Vegas-related content that's not here on YouTube. Please check us out there. As we cross Sands Avenue, where the Sands used to be located. So many of those old-time Vegas vintage casinos, long, long gone. There's a Mazda in front of us. It's got a roof rack. That roof rack looks pretty high up off the top of the car. Maybe it's just me. But Allegiant Stadium being the biggest grossing, and that's gross, by the way, gross money, not net revenue. Biggest grosser of dollars worldwide. That's incredible. Who knew that would be the case when they first opened that place? But they did pick a great spot for it right there across from Mandalay Bay. It's easy to get over to on foot. Just cross the bridge over the interstate, Interstate 15. Resorts World over there on the left, advertising the rodeo. Fontainebleau up there on the right with their $24 for 6 nachos. At some place in there. That was when they first opened. Someone put that up there. Encore Beach Club, right here on the right. And then, of course, the Strat up here ahead. Cathedral Way and Genting Boulevard over off to the left here. That's going to bring us up here to Circus, which, oh, by the way, I looked at their prices for New Year's Eve just for curiosity's sake. I think they were in the 400s for New Year's Eve for Circus. And you're way up here at the north end of the strip, so. Let's roam. Welcome in. Mandita, absolutely, yes. Please check out Mandita's channel. Mandita, tell them what they can find on your channel. What type of videos they can find. Circus. And they do have some of the vintage slots, the coin slots and stuff still inside here at Slots of Fun at the front of Circus, so. Definitely check that out too, because one of the shreds or threads of old Vegas still remaining here on the Las Vegas Strip, this rapidly transforming Las Vegas Strip. And it has to, though, right? I mean, it has to continue evolving and transforming because you have to keep people wanting to come back and see what's new and late and great and all that, right? Linda, welcome in. Great to see you. So glad all of you guys are here on this Saturday night, downtown Las Vegas. No, not quite. But there's the Fontainebleau directly overhead. Above us, with its dancing marquee up at the top. You can see that marquee from downtown, by the way. It actually looks pretty clear. It looks like it would be small, but it's not that bad. 136 of you here. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe, you guys. Avenue Fontainebleau now crossing. So yeah, I briefly mentioned the Raider game again. I wanted to come back to that because at the end of the game, towards the end of the game, there was like 6 seconds left, and one of the Raider players was trying to get up off the ground, and they wanted to hurry up and spike the ball. But one of the Broncos players was called for delay of game for taking too long to get up off of that Raider player. What happened was Pete Carroll, the coach of the Raiders, decided he was going to go ahead and kick a field goal. They were down by 10, right? So he decided, let's kick a field goal with 6 seconds left. The line on the game at most sports books was like 7, if not 7.5, 8 points. So when that field goal hit, that 10-point deficit went down to 7, meaning the casinos won. If you bet the Broncos, if you bet the favorite with the points, you lost. And so there were a lot of people out there very, very upset. In fact, one of them was Dave Portnoy of Barstool Sports. You can Google and see the things that he was saying about Pete Carroll. I won't repeat it. I'll get in trouble. But yeah, pretty interesting stuff. And of course, Pete Carroll came out and said, you know, I'm just trying to manage the game. I'm not paying attention to, you know, lines or anything like that. No, of course not. So it really makes you question what's going on. Just like the 4 non-blondes. Sahara Avenue right here in front of us. Let's see how many cars we can find without tags here on this stretch of roadway between Las Vegas Strip and Fremont Street. And again, the Strat right there in front of us. Strat stretches 1,139 feet up above us. It would have been taller initially, but the FAA said, no way. $3.34 a gallon at that Circle K over there, next to the Aztec Inn and Casino, which is really just a casino now. I don't think they actually have a hotel over there. Bob Stupak Avenue, who was instrumental behind getting the Strat up and into the sky above. And there it is on this Saturday night. 108th floor up there. That's where you can go up there and have an awesome view. Have a drink up there. They have like little I don't know, like not the best food up there. I mean, it's not like, you know, gourmet or anything. They have like hot dogs, and I think they have burgers and stuff up there, but it's not, you know, again, gourmet. But you could certainly get a drink up there and libation if you choose, and just hang out up there. It's a pretty cool place to take in the view. Certainly a great place to take in the sunset. And again, no one pays me a dime for any of this. These are all my humble opinions. I could be completely wrong too, so if I'm wrong, please let me know. Drop a comment. I don't want to put out bad information. My credibility, very important to me. And we're going to make this left here onto Main Street. Actually get over in this lane. St. Louis Square there on the right. But right here behind the Strat, tons and tons and tons of calls for service, you guys. Don't look down. Yes, exactly. It definitely does look scary, yeah. I totally agree. And there's those two 50-foot tall showgirls right there at the fork in the road between Main Street and Las Vegas Boulevard. This person wants to go to Denny's. It's America's Diner. Atomic Golf right over here off to our left. And we've got my folks growing up used to call it bubblegum lights, the red and blues. Oh, we got a pedestrian light here, but I don't see anyone. Okay. And this is Wyoming Avenue right here. Top of Wedding Chapel, yeah. Yeah, you could see everything up there. It's incredible. I highly recommend it. Oh, so this is a motorcycle cop, it looks like, up here. So the motorcycle cops are out on this Saturday night. The Arts District. So again, they're trying to rebrand this area in between the Strip and Fremont Street to being known as the Arts District. Breweries, there's a lot of antique shops, arts, things like that in here. There's April Baker Brewery right there on the left, but I can't show you anything right now. Make sure that we don't touch his bike there. Utah Avenue, so these are the state streets in here. And this truck is just gonna sit there. Thrive, what's that? Oh, that's a dispensary. And this is Imperial right here. We'll make this left turn and show you a little bit of Hollywood history right here in between the Las Vegas Strip and Fremont Street. And that is Hangover 3, the mural here for the Hangover 3, where the guys were walking across Main Street here. And that's it right there. At this very spot. So yeah, and you can see some of the shops here lining Main Street in this area. You got a smoke shop there, a beer garden, and a jeweler there in between them, etc. But this is pretty cool here. A little bit of Hollywood history. Nice, Obi-Wan, right on. Especially on the big screen, yeah. Glad I got the horizontal thing figured out. Let's see. Can I sneak in? Just want to go in this lane here. Okay. Nevada Brew Works right there on the right. And there's that aforementioned dispensary. Come up here to Colorado. But you do have to pay to park down here, which again, when you're trying to revitalize an area of the city, an area of the city that a lot of folks have predominantly avoided in the past. You'd think that it would make it a little bit easier to get down here, but right here on the left, you've got Holstein's, home of the over-the-top milkshakes, and then Good Pie Pizza Bar right next to it. Good Pie Pizza Bar. So you can do your pizza or your burger. I mean, Holstein's does some great burgers too. But if you can do a pizza and then go next door and get yourself a milkshake at Holstein's. This is Charleston Boulevard right here. You know what? We'll make a right here onto Charleston. Well, I don't know. This guy's Downtown Christmas Expo, it says up there on that billboard. $176. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. Hits Annie, welcome. Yeah, they've done a lot of work. There's definitely been a ton of work that's gone into this area for sure, and I for one am glad to see it. There are certainly other parts of town that need the help, but trying to revitalize these areas, that should definitely be an area of focus for the planners and the politicians and all that are all in charge. But again, Alter Ego will be performing this evening, starting at 8 p.m. No sugar tonight, but they were out, of course, last night. And also, please check out Tobin's channel, Tobin Explores, Tobin, here on YouTube. Terrific stuff up there in the Pacific Northwest. Definitely check that out. And as well as my buddy Mike, VidsFromMike. He's just 3 subscribers away from triple digits. Trip Dig. He does sensational sunrise and sunset drone videos right here in Vegas. Please check those out. And throw him a like and subscribe. There's a Tesla dumpster, Cybertruck. And then right here on the right is the English Hotel, where one Nicolas Cage is said to come and just park his car out front, go inside, and have himself a meal or something. Right here. And I actually said his name correctly that time. The English Hotel. And they put the name Midtown up there. So you have downtown, Midtown, and uptown. So if downtown is Fremont Street and this area is Midtown, then does that mean the Strip is uptown? Because I don't think that's what Billy Joel had in mind when he came up with that song. Uptown Girl. Back in the 80s. This is Casino Center Boulevard right here. 5 hours, nice, Tobin, good. Very cool. Come up here to 3rd Street. And again, a lot of little law offices and stuff, former homes and stuff in this area that have been converted into law offices because of the courthouse and their propinquity to the courthouse here. This is 4th Street here. Make this left onto 4th. So when they first laid out the streets in this city, they were like northwest, southeast oriented downtown. And then at some point they said, okay, forget it. We're just going to go ahead and put them regular east-west orientation. So when you come up here to the downtown area, the roadways are a little bit cockeyed because of that. It's one of those little things. And we're going to head back over here to Las Vegas Boulevard. 195 of you, thank you so much for being here. Missy, welcome in. Thank you for being here. So grateful for all of you hanging out with me. Also, please check me out on Instagram, VegasDon4747. Tons of Vegas-related content that's not on YouTube here. We're streaming live on YouTube, TikTok, Kick, Rumble, and Facebook. So thank you to all of you who are joining us. And this sign right here should look very familiar to you if you're a fan of the History Channel's Pawn Stars. Not sure what's going on there. But this is the location for Pawn Stars, home of Rick Harrison and crew. And that is Pawn Plaza right there in front of us. That's part of Rick Harrison's brainchild there. He opened up in 2015. It has his bar there on the first floor, or correction, second floor, and his barbecue spot there on the first floor underneath the bar at the front of the place. And there's a sign for Tony's Pizzeria, so I guess they have a pizzeria in there now. And I've got a vehicle behind me. Okay. There we go. But this is what got it started. Just like the Black Eyed Peas. The world famous, now world famous, gold and silver pawn shop here on Las Vegas Boulevard. Just 7 blocks south of Fremont Street. Robert, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Grateful for all of you joining. I'm sorry if I haven't caught you as you came in. My apologies. I always try to greet everyone coming in, but a little difficult when we're driving here. And there it is, the front of the gold and silver pawn shop. Garces Avenue now crossing, as it is approaching 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, 9:30 Eastern, here in the U.S. Nice, Poe. That's awesome. Except Chumley. And Chumley's the one that I hear that's probably in there more than the others. Wow, that's cool. Ever After Wedding Chapel. It's got like a fake grass thing on the outside of it there. It's interesting. Here's the federal courthouse building right here. On the right. And they have all these, a lot of these old-time Vegas signs, motel signs, etc. in the median. Christopher, are you excited to be here tonight? Bridger Avenue now. Apache Motel. And Carson Avenue, which we'll be traveling down in just a moment. Another motorcycle cop, or maybe the same one, right there in front of us on the other side, the other direction. And some people talking very loudly over here. Off to the right. And there they go. Skateboarders, or so it appears. One of them with a gimbal. Maybe he's a live streamer. Excellent. Thank you, Christopher. I appreciate that. Yes, at 8 p.m. we'll be live streaming Alter Ego. And I definitely pay heed and pay attention to my beautiful wife's prognostications and advice. She tells me now's not a good time to do something, and then I'm like, okay. The last thing I need is more bad luck. I've got plenty of that. So I try to avoid it if I can. The man on a horse right here in front of us. Yeah, that Metro cop is just sitting there. As we come up into Fremont Street, the world famous Fremont Street experience. And there it is, the east end of it right there. And we have three of a kind over there. 3 buses parked at the Fremont Street experience for the Deuce. The Deuce is the line, the bus line that'll take you between Fremont Street and the Las Vegas Strip. Let's come up here to Stewart Avenue and we'll make a left. Normandy Motel sign. Elvis slept here, it says on that one. And so this is Stewart. Stewart's a major east-west artery here through the east side of Las Vegas, just north of Charleston Boulevard. And then that purple lit building on the right, that is the Mob Museum here in downtown Las Vegas. Yes, Mandita Elvis. His residency here, when he wasn't performing, they said he was doing like 6 nights a week there at the International, it was known back then, hotel, which became the Hilton, which is now the Westgate. But he was in a 5,000 square foot penthouse at the top of the International Hotel when he wasn't busy performing. But they definitely made use of having him there. That's a lot of, that's a heavy workload when you're an entertainer and, you know, have more money than anyone else pretty much at that time. Go ahead and get over here. There in front of us is the Main Street Station Casino. And that is the only place that still has a buffet. According to Brother Sal. We love Brother Sal here on the VegasDon channel. Please throw a like and subscribe to Cali Drives and Cali Plains here on YouTube. Sal's an awesome dude. Does terrific content. And so Main Street Station is not one of the station casinos in town. It's actually owned by Boyd Gaming. Part of the original Berlin Wall is said to be in the restrooms here at the Main Street Station Casino. So you can see a little bit of history in there, in between your card playing. Yep, there it is. It says Downtown's Only Buffet there on the right. And right there as well. So now heading back southbound here on Main Street, you have the Circa and the Circus parking garage known as the Garage Mahal. Come up here to the light at Ogden. Golden Gate again, hotel and casino. That's the oldest hotel casino here in Las Vegas. They had the first address in Las Vegas. They had the first phone number here in Las Vegas. The first shrimp cocktail as well. And so this is the west end of the Fremont Street experience, full of West End girls, of course. 260 of you. Thank you guys so very, very much for hanging out with me. Coming cruising with me on this Saturday night. Are we going to let this person in, or what's going to happen? Nope, we're not. We're just going to... There we go. Yep, so there is the Golden Gate right there on the left, in addition to the west end of the Fremont Street experience. And that's the view. They have these old pictures and postcards and stuff of the old-time views from that spot looking back east down Fremont Street, which is really cool. You can see what it used to look like right there. Make this left here onto Carson Avenue. Head in here to the Golden Nugget. Take a look at the parking rate for this Saturday night. For anyone that has not been on this drive with us before, you're in for a bit of a shock. So Mandita, that's a fantastic question. It depends on how much you want to see that's not on the Strip or Fremont Street. I, for one, am not a fan of mass transit in this town, but you could certainly take an Uber between the Strip and Fremont Street easy enough, even a taxi at that point. But if you want to go see Hoover Dam and, you know, maybe visit one of the locals casinos, like one of the station casinos, or if you want to go out to, say, Valley of Fire, the state park out there, then yeah, I would rent a car. But just remember, you're going to have to pay for parking at a lot of these hotels nowadays. So the days that you don't spend out and about in your car, you still, you know, of course, still have to pay for the parking and all that. So it's a pain. But knowing what I know of Vegas, I knew I was staying on the Strip and I didn't live here, I would probably not rent a car now. And this is the Golden Nugget right here. Let's see how much it is for parking on this Saturday night. $50 US. $50 to park your car. I'm told that if you're a hotel guest, that it's free. And I don't know what that truck is, or that bus is doing there. Yes, thank you, Poe. Thank you so much. And thank all of you so very, very much for being here. 341 of you. Please like and subscribe. We do all things Vegas here on the VegasDon channel. Tons of Vegas-related content, almost 9,000 Las Vegas videos for you to choose from. And also, please follow me on Instagram. If you're on Instagram, VegasDon4747. Tons of Vegas-related content that's not here on YouTube. I'm going to make this left here onto Casino Center Boulevard, and we'll take in a little view of, a little glimpse, a scintilla of a glimpse into the Fremont Street experience up ahead. Have these taxis lined up here. They are all waiting for their fares. And this is, again, this is what they want. They want to go between here and the Strip or the airport. They don't, the taxis especially, they really don't do very much for the local population here, at least. That was what I was told, and that was my experience last New Year's Eve. And again, we'll be down here for New Year's Eve this year. So we hope that you'll like and subscribe so that you'll be able to join us on New Year's. It is a very long walk. Yes, Bandita, I would not recommend it. I certainly wouldn't try it out. It's roughly 2 miles from here down to the Strat, and then to get, you know, down to the Sahara and all that, it's a little bit further than that. Yeah, walking is an adventure in this town, because you always think, as you take a look here at the Fremont Street experience on this Saturday night, you always think, you know, when you're down on the Strip, I know I do, like, oh, it doesn't look like it's going to be that far, let's go. 3 hours later, you're just reaching your destination. Some of those places are just huge. I mean, MGM Grand, of course, 5,000 hotel rooms, so that's a huge property there. I'm gonna head down Fremont East here. Take a look at Golden Spike Hotel and Casino there on the left. Traffic not that bad around here right now. That's good. That's always a positive. And then right there on the right, you've got the Neonopolis Dining and Entertainment Complex. 3 stories. And they did just open up Hush Puppy over there. I smashed my phone on the ground, in fact, inside their new restaurant. Hush Puppy in there. That's always fun. Christopher Brooks, how was your day, buddy? I'm hearing some music somewhere. I'm hoping it doesn't infect the stream. There's always music playing. So there's always someone driving around with loud music here in this town. It's a 4th Street, and then Las Vegas Boulevard, pretty much 5th Street. Here in downtown. 500 block. There you go, Joseph. Yes, that's good advice. Yeah, that's, just bear in mind though, you have to walk to get to the monorail too. Now, if you want to go like not too far, from like Caesars to Bellagio, you're better off walking, because the monorail is back behind the east side of the Strip. So you have to walk all the way past those properties in order to get to the monorail, and then take the monorail and then walk all that distance back over to the Strip. So if you're relatively close to where you want to be, I would walk. Otherwise, I would definitely take the monorail. Yeah, the Deuce, again, it's an option. It's $8 for a 24-hour pass to ride the Deuce, the city bus, between here, Fremont Street, and the Las Vegas Strip. As we turn eastbound here on Fremont Street, see the Fremont East District. And not looking very busy right now. Oh, by the way, Electric Mushroom over here, it was in the news this week. They got a food grade of C, letter C as in Charlie. They had a lot of demerits from what I read. It was in the news. There's the praying mantis right there in front of Container Park. Now, I've never eaten there, and I don't even know what they serve. I thought it was just a nightclub. But it's probably one of those that doubles as a restaurant during the day and then a nightclub at night. We Hot Western Hotel, the sign right there. And read the vowels in Celine Dion out loud, of course. E-I-I-O. Oh, no. E-I-E-I-O. There we go. E-I-E-I-O. Laughing Lion. I love Laughing Lion. He's a cool dude. I love running into him. And, of course, watching him. Watching his streams. Kenzo. Laughing Lion here on YouTube. Atomic Cocktails over there. You could take in some atomic activity back in the day. Out in the desert about 80 miles away when they were testing things. Back when people didn't care about, you know, radiation poisoning and things like that. Oh, and I just drove right by the big rig jig, but someone's right on my butt, so I'll do it on the way back. Maryland Parkway, Lucky Motel, right there on the left. And, oh my, he is in a real hurry. I'm doing the speed limit. Wow. Lucky Lady Motel. Wonder what goes on there. Motel 6. 7-Eleven there, $3.23 a gallon. He pulled that off when these 2 Metro units are up here. If they got someone pulled over. 3 Metro units. Desert Moon OTE. Get your oats at the Desert Moon Motel. Thank you, Chico Stick. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you, Poe. Right on. So glad that you guys are here. Thank you so much. So this is Bruce Street right here. This 7-Eleven is the focal point for a lot of activity here in Vegas. After dark. Vegas after dark. But we are so grateful for you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. And again, please check out Brother Tobin. Tobin Explores up there in the Pacific Northwest. And Mike. Vids from Mike. Brother Mike. Sensational sunrise and sunset drone videos right here in Vegas. Really, really cool stuff to include. Janet Airlines? I don't know. You gotta subscribe and check out his videos. And then, of course, my beautiful wife's channel, Cinnamon and Jupiter. Astrology and spirituality videos right here on YouTube. Really cool stuff. Mandita's channel, I didn't get to see if she posted about her channel, so I'm not sure about her content, but please check out Mandita's channel as well. $3.39 a gallon at this Chevron. It's probably because of the part of town it's in. And $3.23 over there, cash price for the Arco across the street. This is Eastern Avenue, a major north-south artery here throughout all of Las Vegas. And it becomes, thank you, Brother Tobin, right on. And it becomes Civic Center Drive up in North Las Vegas. I was actually up in that area today. I'll be posting those videos. So definitely check those out. And also consider maybe becoming a member. We, members get early access to new videos and upcoming videos. And I only say this because I was told that you kind of have to say it once in a while, otherwise people just don't remember or they forget. But if you want to help out with gas or parking costs, it's always appreciated. Super chats are always welcome, and we're very thankful for you helping us out. As well as on Ko-fi, ko-fi.com. It's tied to PayPal if you want to buy us a coffee. It's Ko-fi, ko-fi.com/VegasDon. That's the link for Ko-fi. No, Yin, they don't. Please check out Yin's channel as well. We want to help Yin build his channel. He's there in the Bay Area. That car completely blew the red light. Watch out for these bicyclists. Brother Yin, he is awesome. Please check out his channel. And he's a huge sports fan, which is always something I admire. So here we go. The Blue Angel Motel sign right here on the corner of Fremont Street and Charleston Boulevard. There she is, the Blue Angel. That sign was created in 1957 outside the original Blue Angel Motel. Shout out to Tobin for that. And in order to preserve her, they restored her and relocated her here as one of those artifacts of old Vegas. Good stuff. It's a shame they don't have her closer to like Fremont Street, but I get that she's, you know, welcoming you to downtown right here on Fremont and Charleston. I think that's what they were going for. AM PM convenience store. And Carl's Jr., which is a fast food burger joint here. And there we go. Fremont Street. Back to Fremont. 351 of you. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. Love having you here. Yesterday, I was wondering. Yeah, because I saw you here. I saw Vegas YouTuber Steve. I knew he would be here. He said he would be here on the 12th, but he wasn't going to be here Saturday, so. But yeah, Vegas YouTuber Steve, he's a really cool guy. He comes out here. He lives in Florida, and he comes out here. That's a heck of a flight. 5-hour flight. And he got to talk a little bit to Sugar there last night on Vegas Unlocked stream. Please check out Vegas Unlocked here on YouTube. Dave and Karen. They do live streams on Wednesday nights and Saturday nights, in addition to their interview series, where they interview folks from around Las Vegas. Raising Cane's. So it's open, and it looks, they've got a little business going over there. Looks like a nice place inside. It's, again, a chicken finger place. So it's, and it's got a Cajun type of flair to it. I had it once. It was okay. Only if I was really, really hungry. It's one of those places for me that if I was really, really hungry, I would go back to. Otherwise, not so much. 2 below, my goodness. Wow. And of course, you guys all have to have 4-wheel drive up there. Where you're at, Amanda, that's woo, cold. As we continue now westbound, back up towards the Fremont Street experience. It's 10 to 7 right now, 10 till 7 p.m. Pacific. And almost 10 p.m. Eastern. And again, this area in here, not the kind of place you want to be walking, in my humble opinion. It is very dystopian in this area. Got a pair of ambulances, one coming at us, and the other one going that way. Ambulance is having a busy time tonight. That Cadillac tried to run the light. And then saw the ambulance and thought twice about it. Plasma place here. I'm sure they do a lot of collections in this part of town. They usually pay cash for the plasma. So let's see. South Seas Apartments here. As we approach 15th Street. I still have that Camry pulled over, or Lexus pulled over. But again, we do all things Vegas here on the VegasDon channel. So grateful for all of you hanging out with us. Really, really appreciate you. More than you know. For coming cruising with us. We will be live streaming Alter Ego this evening at 8 p.m. here on the Fremont Street Experience from Whiskey Liquor. So we really hope you'll join us for that, starting at about 8 p.m. Temperature outside now reads 58 degrees Fahrenheit, which I think is like 14 degrees Celsius, something like that. I think 60 is 15 Celsius, 60 Fahrenheit is 15 Celsius. This is 13th Street, which is really just the northbound lanes for Maryland Parkway. Huge lot here on this city block in between us and Carson Avenue to the south. This is Maryland Parkway here, the southbound lanes of it. And then, let's see. Let's see if I can get in front of these bikes. Right here at Ferguson's Motel. This place houses the Big Rig Jig art installation right there. Pretty cool stuff. Big Rig Jig. Come down and check it out. This is not a motel anymore. It's really just a collection of boutique shops and restaurants, things like that. But I love showing you all the different art that we see because it's so subjective, and I love reading your comments about some of the stuff. Jeepers Creepers, yes, thank you, Mandita. We love Jeepers. Is he here? We love Jeepers Creepers. Awesome dude. He does his live streams typically on the weekends, Friday and Saturday nights down here on Fremont Street. And if you're back east, you'll probably end up missing it. But you can always, oh, there's the praying mantis. You can always check out the replay. The mantis doing its thing over there on the left. Again, you never know when they're going to do it because they're not scheduled. Look at this. What's this coming at us, Tobin? Looks like an old Cadillac station wagon, huh? It's pretty cool. So guys, I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to park the car, do a little bio break, and then I will be back online here momentarily. So I hope that you guys will come back and join me. We'll be live streaming Alter Ego this evening, one of the local Las Vegas bands. And we're very, very grateful for all of you guys hanging out with us. Please check out VegasDon 4747 on Instagram and my beautiful wife's channel, Cinnamon and Jupiter, here on YouTube. Thank you, Linda. I hope you guys are able to join. Paula, thank you so much, you guys. And as always, remember here on the VegasDon channel, you guys, it is the journey where what happens in Vegas stays right here on the VegasDon channel on YouTube. We'll see you hopefully in a matter of minutes, you guys. Thank you so much.